Loss is an unavoidable part of the human experience, and yet it's not something we tend to talk about openly. Why do you think that is? Well, the most obvious answer that probably anybody would give you is that um, it's painful, and pain is intimidating to most of us, if not all of us. It's unpleasant, and it's difficult because we often don't have the language to express accurately what we're feeling when we're in pain, and I think even worse, we don't really have the language that we need that's accurate to express what we feel when we're trying to support somebody. And so, regardless of which side you're on, I think there's a language issue that makes it difficult, and it's when you have language issues, it means that you get into areas that where a lot of misunderstandings can arise because misinterpretations can happen in terms of how people are actually feeling and where they actually are in their process. So I think that has a lot to do with it. It's particularly uh, difficult for men because we've typically been socialized not to be vulnerable, not to reveal ourselves, not to express difficult states, not to ask for help. And one of the reasons that men don't ask for help is because they're all too often used to being told no when they do ask, whether that's as boys or as adults. Uh, the services and the resources that are available for men that are grieving and dealing with loss are pretty thin. And I think also that there are some well-intentioned, well-meaning efforts out there that attempt to be helpful to men, but miss the mark, uh, perhaps because they don't understand uh, what a tentative, uh, intimidating process it is for a man to open up, show those feelings of grief and loss actively, as opposed to just talking about them and even know what to ask for. Uh, so it's kind of a two-sided thing. I think that the service providers they don't have a good understanding of what men actually need and what their process is like, and it can appear very glacial from the outside, as if nothing's actually happening. Um, and men tend to express themselves in different modes and at different paces than a woman might under those circumstances for reasons of socialization, physiology, culture, you name it, and childhood experience as well. A lot of men have had terrible experiences. I'm one of them. As boys, you reach a certain point where expressing vulnerability, crying, showing sensitivity, showing anything other than being tough and hard and capable can really get you a lot of derogatory, critical, sometimes abusive attention.